The email hit me like a train, not with noise, but with silence that echoed in every corner of my heart. Dad, please don't come to the wedding. Just watch through the live stream. It'll be easier for everyone. Okay. Love, Emily. In that moment, time didn't stop, it just forgot how to move. The words blinked at me from the screen like a verdict I didn't know I was awaiting. I kept rereading it, thinking maybe I misread it, maybe she meant something else. But no. The message was painfully clear. I was uninvited from the one day I had imagined since she was a little girl dancing in the living room wearing a plastic tiara and a curtain for a veil. My heart wasn't just broken, it was bewildered. How do you accept being left out of a moment you helped build, piece by piece, year by year, tear by tear? I had raised Emily with everything I had, sometimes more than I had. Her mother left us when Emily was 6, chasing dreams that didn't include a child or a marriage. I became mother and father. I learned how to braid hair, how to soothe nightmares, how to pick the right tights to match a Sunday dress. I wasn't perfect, but I was present. Every day. Every moment. And now, I wasn't good enough for a seat at her wedding. The living room felt colder than usual, the flickering lamp in the corner casting shadows on the photograph of us from years ago, Emily, grinning with a missing front tooth, hugging my neck like I was her entire world. That photo had survived 3 house moves, 2 job losses, and years of struggle. But now it stared back at me like a stranger's memory. I touched the frame, whispering to it, "What happened to us, baby girl?" I couldn't reply to her email. Not yet. My fingers hovered over the keyboard, but every word I thought of writing felt either too heavy or too hollow. Instead, I walked outside. The world hadn't paused for my heartbreak. Leaves still fell. The breeze still carried the scent of damp earth. And neighbors still smiled, unaware of the silent earthquake inside me. Mrs. Langley waved cheerily from across the fence. "Excited for the big day, Bill," she chirped. My voice cracked under the weight of a lie, "Sure am." Back inside, I collapsed into the recliner, the one Emily and I had built together from a DIY kit one summer. It squeaked the same way it always did when I leaned back. Familiarity has a cruel way of comforting and hurting at the same time. I closed my eyes, and flashes of memories danced behind my lids: Emily's kindergarten graduation, her high school prom, the night she cried because someone broke her heart, and the night she held me when I lost my job. We were a team. Always had been. Until we weren't. Sleep didn't come easily that night. The ceiling fan whirred above me, each blade slicing through the stillness with a quiet violence. My thoughts spun faster than the fan, chasing every why and what if. I had been so proud when she got that big city job. I knew she was chasing bigger things, better things. I just didn't know she was also running away from me. Or maybe just trying to rewrite her life in a way where I didn't fit in so snugly anymore. The next morning, I stared at the ceiling until sunrise painted the walls gold. That's when clarity came, not gentle, not sweet, but sharp and sudden. I couldn't force her to include me, but I could still love her the way I always had, quietly, unconditionally, and completely. If I wasn't allowed to be there physically, I would still make sure she felt me. Not just as a viewer on a live stream, but as the father who never let her down. With a new resolve, I pulled out my old to-do notebook, the one where I once planned her sweet 16, the one with the coffee stains and creased pages. I made a new list: florist, bakery, craft store, projector. I didn't know what the plan was entirely, but I knew the goal: to make her feel the weight of my love without weighing down her big day. The florist, bless her heart, remembered Emily. "You mean little Emmy? She used to pick dandelions from my shop's sidewalk and call them sun baby flowers." Her words cracked something open inside me. I ordered a bouquet of white daisies, Emily's childhood favorite, and moved on. The bakery was next. The owner, Mr. Donnelly, raised an eyebrow when I asked for a wedding cake on short notice. "Someone gettin' hitched?" he asked. I smiled softly. "My daughter. But she doesn't want me there." His eyes softened. "Then we'll make her something she can't ignore." Back home, I transformed my garage. Fairy lights from the dollar store, folding chairs from the church basement, an altar I crafted using leftover wood planks. It wasn't a palace, but it was sacred. Because it was built with love. When the wedding day arrived, I logged into the live stream exactly on time. The screen came to life with images of elegance and joy, Emily glowing like a celestial bride, her smile radiant. My breath caught in my throat. She looked just like her mother had on our wedding day. Only braver. Stronger. I projected the live stream on the garage wall. My neighbors filled the makeshift pews, dressed in their Sunday best. Mrs. Langley wore a hat with fake feathers, little Lucy twirled in a blue dress Emily had once outgrown. We watched together. We cried together. We cheered together. When the moment came, when Emily said, "I do," I stood up, clapped, and whispered, "I'm proud of you, Emmy." During the reception, someone tagged Emily in a video of our garage celebration. I didn't mean for it to be public. I just wanted to honor her in my own quiet way. But the internet, like love, has a way of spreading. That's when she messaged me. "Dad, are you doing what I think you're doing?" I replied with a photo of the setup, the neighbors clapping, my goofy smile beaming. She called. Her voice was soft but soaked in emotion. "You really did all that?" I nodded, even though she couldn't see me. "Couldn't let you get married without your old man saying something." There was silence on the other end. Then sniffles. "I didn't want you to feel out of place," she whispered. "I thought, maybe you'd be uncomfortable. Maybe people would judge you." "I don't care what anyone thinks of me," I replied. "But I do care how you feel. And if me being there made you nervous, I can live with that. But I'll always find a way to show you I'm here." The silence between us turned into understanding. Into something healing. She didn't say sorry. She didn't have to. The tremble in her voice said it all. A week later, she came home. She didn't call ahead. Just knocked on the door like she used to after school. When I opened it, she fell into my arms like time had never moved. We sat on the porch for hours, no need for speeches or apologies. Just presence. She said, "The wedding was beautiful. But your version, it was magic. You reminded me of who I am, where I come from. And that matters more than table settings or fancy chandeliers." We sat there until stars dotted the sky like silent witnesses to our reconciliation. She held my hand, not like a child needing comfort, but like a woman rediscovering her roots. And in that moment, I realized something profound. Sometimes love isn't about being invited, it's about showing up anyway, in spirit, in heart, in effort. Because real love doesn't ask for permission to exist. It just shows up.